What's going on, everybody? So we're gonna be talking about my favorite ranger pets. I've made so many ranger builds in the past. I've done a fuck ton, to say the least. But we're gonna actually be taking a look at the actual pets that I like using, and going a little more in depth. So I think overall the best one is basically just the Ronda. I mean, the best all arounder is the Ronda here. And so it's got a great auto attack. It's got a nice call lightning ability. It can heal itself, and it's got an immobilize on its little attack here. Overall, it's really nice. It can immediately grab the aggro from 1200 range. It's just really nice. This can also cleave to 3 targets, so super nice. Yeah, overall, Jacaranda, fantastic pet. Really like it. It's got very high toughness. It's great at drawing aggro. Only thing I really don't like is the look of it and then the sound. It just looks really stupid. I like usually ones that are on all fours and shit like that. Another great one is the Marsh Drake. This one's super nice. So you basically have a solid little ability here where you do a bit of poison damage and a bit of upfront damage. It's great for AoE because you can get 3 targets with it. What is really cool about the Drakes is that their auto attack cleaves. 3 targets there, which is super nice. As well as actually it could heal itself, and it can weaken enemies around it, which is super nice, as well as actually being a blast finisher. So there's actually a unique thing. You can't do it on the Marsh Drake, but you can actually technically do a whole ass combo. I think it's on the Salamander Drake or something. You shoots like fire or whatever, and there's like that pet is so badass. I love the Drakes because they're essentially like elemental shooting bears, pretty much. I mean, they're not like bears, but they are kind of like bears in that they're really tanky and have high health, and they're able to shoot elemental shit out of their mouths, which bears can't do. But I think it's fucking cool. I love the Drakes, man. They're some of my favorite pets in the game. I really like them, mainly because they're like lizard things that can shoot elemental crap out of their mouths. Like, how fucking cool is that? I would say though, out of all of them, my Marsh Drake is probably my favorite. I do like the River Drake, but I don't know. In general, I think the Marsh Drake's probably my favorite. There is also this Reef Drake one, which is interesting. This one's very interesting. It actually can apply confusion to 5 fucking targets, which is crazy. Confusion can actually be pretty fucking powerful sometimes, and yeah, I really like the Reef Drake. But other than that, I actually started. I will say this: I actually started a new Ranger character. I'm on a Sylvari for once. Usually, I would play a human. So that's why I don't have a whole lot of pets right now. But some other ones. The Smokescale's great. I really like this one. Oh, there's a 12 Stampede. It's got a decent auto attack. It's got some bleed damage there. It's not like amazing, but it's kind of there. It's got pretty shitty range on it. I do really like the ability to create a smoke combo field, which is great for like invisibility and blinding and shit like that. Super nice. It has a takedown in its rotation, which is super awesome. As well as actually, the Smoke Assault ability is so cool. This is probably my favorite pet in Soulbeast form because it actually has Smoke Assault. You can directly do a Smoke Assault, and it has Worldly Impact. It also has a knockdown here as well. But really fantastic combo. With Soulbeast, you actually get, let's see here. You get, where is it at? Here it is, twice as vicious. So whenever you disable a foe, you gain 10% more damage. And what's really unique about that is that on the Smokescale, you can actually go in and do Smoke Assault, Takedown, and then boost your Worldly Impact damage by 10%. So that's fucking awesome. I love that. You probably actually could lay down the smoke field, do your Smoke Assault, then Takedown, and then get that Worldly Impact for a leap finisher. I'm not sure if you'll have enough time to do that, but because this is only a 5-second window, but that is a possible thing you might be able to do. Electric Wyvern's awesome. I love this. It's my favorite CC pet in the entire game. If I'm going into a situation where I need a lot of CC, the Electric Wyvern is fucking amazing. It's all CC, dude. So its damage here, it has a cone. 130 radius, a little cone that it damages all the enemies within. It's not as consistent as like the Reef Drake or any Drake really with its auto, but it's super nice in that it could do that. And it also does a lot of fucking damage for an auto too. It attacks with both wings, in total doing 1,220 damage. Yeah, it's got a nice auto attack on it. It could do a cripple, it could do a knockback. It has a launch as well as a lightning field, which is one of my favorite fields in the entire game. Um, and its kit and Soulbeast is literally all knockback. I made a whole ass build revolved around the fucking wyvern. Like it's a crazy good pet. It's super super nice as you're able to really disable your enemy a lot. Um, and yeah, another great one is the Fangy boy here, the Iboga. The Iboga is fucking awesome because it just does a lot of condition damage. So it's got a good auto attack and it does more damage per condition on a target. Um, and it has a little projectile here which applies confusion and torment. It has confusion here. It has an immobilize in its thing as well as a pull there. And it's got some pretty solid kit in the Soulbeast thing. But yeah, I really like the Iboga. If I'm going into like world bosses or whatever where I know I don't really need to have like a tanky pet, this and the Ronda are some of my favorite ones to run. Because the Iboga, I think, is the highest damaging pet in the entire game. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. The reason why I'm saying not going and really only into like world bosses and stuff is because not a lot of toughness there. 1400 toughness, it's going to have a much harder time than, higher toughness pet drawing aggro. Um, and yeah, another great one is the Tiger. I really like the Tiger because you can do Furious Pounce here and it'll give you the pet as well as, a few allies all around him um, Fury, which is super, super nice. You can give him permanent Fury pretty much, which could be very, very useful. I actually really, if I do like a Core Ranger build, this is really nice in like fractals. Sometimes I like going into fractals and doing Core Ranger, and I'll love using, even maybe sometimes on Soulbeast I'll use this just to give my allies permanent fucking Fury. It's super super useful, as well as you can boost the crit chance. It says 30% crit chance. I'm not sure if my pet gets 30% crit chance though. Um, yeah, okay. It doesn't say anything about getting it to a pet, so let me see. Oh wow, yeah, it does give 30% on my pet. That is awesome. So you get 99.8% guaranteed, pretty much a guaranteed crit on an enemy for your pet. So your pet is like vast majority of the time actually going to be doing crit damage straight up. So I can actually see this being a really solid damage pet overall. And this one actually might be part of my new arsenal. I didn't even realize that this ability right here, Vicious Quarry on skirmishing, can actually count for that. It's got a great auto. I mean, it applies tons of pressure with vulnerability, some decent damage. It's got bite, it's got maul. Maul does a lot of damage, as you can see with the bleed there. But the main thing that I like about the Tiger is the Furious Pounce. I think that's just such an awesome ability. As well, it's a fucking tiger, man. Tigers are so badass. I usually like running cats in this game because I'm a huge cat fan in real life, and this is the closest thing I can get to that. I know people who love running like the Crichton Drake Hound and stuff because they just are a dog lover in real life. So I really enjoy using cats because, they're fucking cats. I love cats in real life. Fucking my favorite pet. So yeah. I mean, what else really would there be? I mean, the brown bear is fucking awesome, man. Everybody knows the brown bear is phenomenal for solo content. For me personally, I think I prefer the Jacaranda. Because the Jacaranda is still a very tanky pet, and it could do a lot of damage. But the bear is a fantastic one if you're on like Soulbeast, and you can only have one pet active at a time. And if you go down, you can switch to the bear to be able to revive you. Since the bear has 53,000 health on it, it shouldn't have a problem with getting butt fucked by enemies. Like, you should not have a problem with that at all. So the bear, great pet if you want to just chill. If you want to have like a chill experience in Guild Wars, the bear is fantastic because it can really handle a lot of the work for you. You can just sit back with the longbow or be up front with the great sword and really just do a lot of damage. And yeah, I mean, Arctodus is pretty nice because you can get Rolly Impact on it. But it's not really that much difference. I do like the condition cleanse on the brown bear. So you can go with 5 target, 2 condition clear, which is super super nice. But the Arctodus, I mean, it does a bit. See, the thing is, bears are not really good for damage. They never have been, and they never will be. So it's not really worth going with the Arctodus. In all honesty, I would say the brown bear is probably a better idea if you want to go into a bear. But yeah. I mean, Rockazel is great as well. I don't really use this one too much anymore, Let's if I'm running like Soulbeast and I'm camping Soulbeast, and a very very rare occasion that is, then I'd say Rock is probably the best one for that. I know the Red Mo is cooler, but I don't know. I like the CC sort of shit going on with the Rock out of it. I don't really like this charged ability though, because sometimes it just run past a lot of the targets, and it can get kind of annoying because it has to like run all the way back. And it's not like World of Warcraft or whatever. The pets can like leap to the target. They actually have to just straight up run back. It helps if you have the Beast Mastery trait, where your pet runs faster. Well, which one was it? Yeah, here it is, 30% movement increase. But yeah, I would say honestly, my favorite overall one's probably the Ronda, and then the Marsh Drake, and then the Tiger. Those three are probably my favorites overall. I just love the Drakes and I love the cats, man. They're so fucking good. They're so fucking good. Um, I don't know. Drakes aren't exactly performing amazing, but they look really cool, and they're like fucking pet wizards. They could shoot, fucking insect swarms, poisonous insects. They could shoot fucking fire, electric ball things, like bolts of lightning. I mean, you can't get any fucking cooler than that. Like, that's fucking badass, you know? Um, so yeah, that's gonna cover it, and peace.